friends. Okay, so we are going to talk all about our mascara. And at the end, you can ask your beauty consultant how you can get your favorite mascara for free. Because we're going to talk about all of them, okay? And you might want multiples, not just one after this little tutorial here. So, me and my friend ChatGPT, we had a good time going through all the different mascaras. And I have a couple of them in front of me that I'm going to share with you that are some of my favorites. You know, spoiler alert, there's some of my favorites here.
Mhm.
And so you'll understand are what I love about them and what are so fun about them. And we're going to start with the Great Heights mascara. That's our newest one. It looks like this. It's a pink tube. Oh, there we go, upside down. Great Heights. And let me show you, this is what the tube or the brush looks like. So it's kind of pokey and it has kind of like a little bit of a bend to it. So one coat gives you 43% more visible length. You can layer it and get up to 75% longer lashes. So this one is all about length, okay? A precision brush that we just talked about that reaches every brush or every lash without clumps. And it's flake free. It's light as air, which is really interesting because it is much lighter than any of our other mascara formulas. And when you first try it, if you compare it to our other mascara formulas, you're like, wait a minute, it doesn't feel like it's going on. But then you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, no, it's definitely there. So this is a really, really lightweight mascara. So for people who don't love that feeling of mascara, this is for you. Now,
That's a great product. I said to Linda, I can't find mascara. It doesn't clump my lashes, but that doesn't. I don't know.
yes,
It
yes,
doesn't
yes,
clump.
yes. Now,
Doesn't clump. It really
no
doesn't clump.
clumping. Right, no clumping. I think it does tend to definitely hit that 3 month mark. So, and in 3 months, you're definitely going to feel like you need another tube. And that's on average what you should be doing. It should be right around that 3 month to 4 month mark. Whether the tube is empty or not, that's kind of based on bacteria and like putting it back in and taking it out and drying it right around that 3 month mark. So this guy really does go right by that. So this is our Great Heights mascara. The next one is our Ultimate mascara. I love our Ultimate, okay? Ultimate is bold, voluminous. I had to practice saying that 3 times. Voluminous lashes. So big volume with the Ultimate. It's our all-in-one formula that thickens, lifts, and defines. This is our traditional mascara wand, okay? So if you love just the good old traditional mascara wand, this is the one. Um, it's it separates the lashes, it lasts all day, it doesn't flake, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on because here's what I did. Did you guys notice? I don't know if you noticed. This side has mascara and this side does not. This side's a sad side. Of course, when I took my eye makeup off and my mascara and my eyeliner, my under eye corrector came off too. So you can see this side is much more polished than that side. But I want to show you because I did use our eye makeup remover. Oh my gosh, the best of the best. And I took this off very gently. I've had it on all day. So this is how my eyes look after a full day. Y'all, like put it on at 8:30, no, 8 o'clock this morning and was going nonstop. Okay. Linda knows. I was texting her and
Let's
I was like,
engage.
I got no
Homework.
time. So, Rach, honey, do you want to put yourself? I'm going to mute you. Okay. There we go. She's muted. So for real, like this stuff lasts and it looks beautiful and it doesn't flake. That's a really big thing for me. Okay, so ready? I'm gonna take the mascara. You do not pump. You take it and you like kind of twirl it out, and that's how you don't get a little blob at the end. And you just kind of go and you do little um layers. I have a piece of hair, sorry. Little layers. And then you do on the top coming down and then back up. Okay. So then you're getting both sides of your lashes. So you're going down on the top lash and then up underneath. Have the last stroke be an upward stroke.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiple layers is totally okay. So look at that. Already, now it's not so naked, right? You
Mhm.
can see it. I'm going to look this way so you can kind of see my lashes. Do you guys see that?
Mhm.
So that's a huge, oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, my loves. Okay. So that's one kind of application, okay? And then so and that is what I call the lash in or I'm sorry, the what is that? The ultimate. So that's
Okay.
kind of the go-to the very generic ultimate mascara, okay? Then we have Lash Love. Now Lash Love is kind of a poke another kind of similar to this guy. It's kind of has those pokies on it. And so it's going to define um, each lash very individually. So if you need more of the definition, not necessarily the length or the volume, but you need more definition, that's where this comes into play. The sculpted brush reaches each of your tiniest lashes, and your lashes will really, truly kind of explode.
Let
Okay.
me see that tube, please, again. What's the tube look
Well,
like?
this one's a different tube, um, but it's definitely it's similar to that. I
Okay.
just wanted you to see the pokiness. It's going to be similar to this in terms of like how pokey it is,
Mhm.
whereas the one that I showed prior to this is just very traditional.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So that's Lash Love. So that's for definition. Then we have Fanorama. Fanorama has another brush, another kind of brush,
Mhm.
another pokey brush. And this brush is pokey at the end. So I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can see this because you'll see what this looks like. Let me see. Let me grab it. Here we go. Come on, close that and open this. I think it'll show it right here. Yes, it'll show it right here. So if you look at this, you can see how it's white, but you can see this is our panorama right here, this middle one, the pink tube, and it has the pokies, but then it also has a little bit of a pokey on top. It kind of looks like a hat on top. So it has like more of the brushes sticking up on top. Okay. And so that's one of the big differences of panorama. And so the panorama, oh, who's writing something? Oh, hi Ash. I just saw your thing. Okay, so panorama is has three different zones in this brush. So it coats, it combs, and it fans out each lash. So you get full flared lashes from corner to corner. So this is for my friends who really love to get in and get like all of the lashes. Cause there's some girls that like love to get like in here. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever thought about putting mascara that close to the corner of my eyeball. But some girls love it. And so that's what is going to be perfect for this panorama. Um, they want the big swoop, they want that big like pop of like their lashes to just swoop up and be long and defined, and every single lash has something. This is really good for people who have like lots of lashes. You can see that some people have a lot of lashes, some people have less lashes, some people have short lashes, some people have sparse. So that's why you want to kind of find which mascara is going to enhance what you already have. Okay. So this one would be for a lot of thin lashes that we just want to define really well. And then we also have a waterproof one. Our waterproof is Lash Love. So it has the pokey. Again, it has the pokey. It's the gray one right here that you can see, the pokey wand. Um, but it is incredible because it stands up to rain, tears, humidity. but not your eye makeup remover. So eye makeup remover will still work with this, which is great. But my weddings, my brides, my special occasions where there could be some tears, happy tears, that's where we're going to use this. So it's flake, smudge, and clump resistant. And I have heard in the past it says that it's triathlon approved. I'm not going to go ahead and say this only because I have some amazing bikers on here who will probably prove me wrong. But I would say that this is going to be a very strong waterproof mascara. Okay. So you can cry, you can tear up, you can have allergies, you can get caught in the rain, but you probably don't want to like go swimming. So with your mascara. Okay. And then the last but not least, my most favorite is the lash intensity, which is right here on the left-hand side. You can see, look at that brush. That is the Big Daddy, oh my gosh, brush. Okay. And I'm going to stop the share so I can tell you all about my favorite brush. Look at this. So it's a little bit thicker and it has a two-sided brush. So there's the long end and the shorter end, long end and shorter end. So this is almost like two mascaras in one. Yes, lash intensity is the thing. It is. Yes, Ashley, agreed. So let me tell you a little bit about this one because it is my favorite. This gives you 200% more volume. Stop it right now. 200% more volume. Okay. And 84% longer looking lashes, doubles the impact because the brush plumps and lengthens in one stroke. This is your lashes on overdrive. Okay. So I want to show you. I put the ultimate on and you can see it's pretty nice. Like it's good, but it's not va va voom. Okay. It's great for every day. But watch this. When we layer, the way I do this is I put the short end first because the short end is depositing the product. So it puts it on and then the switch and the long end like pulls it out and makes them longer and more voluptuous, voluminous, whatever, all of it. Bigger and more dramatic. So I love this one and I love layering it oh well, we'll get to that in a second, but I do love layering this one. Okay. Look at that. This is what I use every day. Look at that. See the difference? Like it just has so much more volume. Now this one I do have eyeliner on, so it's not a true test of like left to right, but you can see that there's so much more going on here. I'm going to look this way so you guys can see it. So much more going on than just where we were at before. Okay. So it has a lot more va-va-voom consistency. It is also a very different texture. I think it's a little bit stickier, which I like because then unlike that first one I talked about where you barely feel like it's on, you definitely can feel this one. And I like that because then I know it's on. I'm like, yeah, girl, it's on. And that's just because I've always had heavy, mascara on. So this one was really weird because I was like, is it on? Like, I feel like it's not on. So anyways, I just love this to pieces. Again, every 3 months we want to replace it. If you want a reminder, oh my gosh, did you know your beauty consultant can tell you exactly when to replace your mascara because we have a mascara club and automatically you get a new mascara in the mail every 90 days and it comes directly to your door and it's a one-time purchase. You purchase a year's worth of mascara and boom, we send it right out to you. So you don't even have to think about it, okay? It's like Amazon subscription, but it's Mary Kay subscription, okay? Even better. So that's that. The last thing I want to tell you about is a combination because as you can see, I like to put kind of some combinations together and I created some cute little combinations that we can play with. And so I'm going to share this. Let's see. I'm going to make it bigger so we can share it and look at it together. Here are some combo platters we've got. Okay, so these are my lash looks. So for more of a natural lash, we can do the everyday flirt, which is lash love and great heights. So that one's going to be defining and lengthening. The girl next door is going to be lash love waterproof because it just goes on and you don't have to think about it, right? Super easy. The glamour look is like the red carpet would be the ultimate and the great heights. So then it's going to be thickening with the and volume with the ultimate, and then length with the great heights. Definitely do 2 coats of that great heights. The romantic is going to be lash love and panorama. So lash love is going to give that definition. Panorama is going to, they're both going to give extra definition. So those are both defining. And then the extreme, big surprise, this is my favorite, is the lash intensity and the ultimate. Okay. Turn every blink into a mic drop. I love that. So the lash intensity and ultimate, those are my 2 favorites. So if you want the Mary Beth lashes, the drama queen lash intensity or the drama queen is where my extreme. The 24-hour icon would be the lash intensity plus the lash love waterproof. And that's cool because then you're going to get the lash intensity to give you all of the big lashes, and then the waterproof's going to kind of like seal it in. So you can really manipulate it based on what you think would be best. Isn't that great? So the last thing I wanted to share with you. So I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna give this to your beauty consultant so she can share it with you. Don't worry, you can have my little cheat sheet. But the last thing I wanted to share with you is how to do your bottom lashes, because I've seen a lot of people do their bottom lashes wrong, because our bottom lashes are shorter, right? And most people's, I have seen some people that have very, very long lashes. But the majority of us have shorter lashes underneath. And then also, we've done so much work to make our underneath bright that I don't want you putting this whole big thing of mascara and then it gets dark again. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of defeats all the purpose that we just did with like the under eye corrector and our brightening eye cream and stuff like that, right? So here's what I like to do. I am very, very light-handed, and I am not a light-handed person, but I'm very light-handed when it comes to putting my mascara on. And what I do is I go side to side. It's like a little shimmy. I'm barely touching my lashes. And then that's it. That's it. But look at the difference. Like it just shows a little bit there, and you have to let it dry. Here's the other key. Our product is wet, obviously, and then it dries. So if you make a blob, you don't want to touch it when it's wet. Okay, that's really important. Our go-to is just to be like, oh, let me smudge it. No, it'll get all over your face. Don't do that. Let it dry. Take a Q-tip, and then literally you just go bloop, and it'll flake off. It's so easy and it's so great. It doesn't mess up your makeup or anything. So under this, I didn't bring a Q-tip here, but under this, I would usually take a Q-tip and I would go right underneath and just clean up anything underneath once it's dry. And that's how I make sure that I'm not going to get any residual product underneath my eye, because I want to make sure that one, the product is dry before I go like smiling big, because you can see like my eyes get all squinty. And then I take my Q-tip and go right underneath so that I take away any residual. Okay? What do you guys think? How does that sound? Does that sound fun?
Nice.
Awesome. Did you guys learn something?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to do a drawing because I think we can give away 2 mascaras tonight. 2 mascaras. I'm all about, yes, Catherine, I love the excitement. 2 mascaras. So what I want you to do is, does everybody know how to use the chat feature? The chat
I'm not
feature?
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's okay. That's okay. Then you don't have to. You can tell us. If you don't know how to use the chat feature, don't worry. If you do, I want you to put one number between 1 and 50. Choose a number, put it in the chat feature if you can. If you can't, then just tell us. Just say it out loud and we'll put it in for you. Do 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 do.
37 for Trudy.
Okay,
And
37.
33
Sorry,
for
I can't figure
Charlene.
it. I couldn't
I'm
get it
sorry.
in.
What was the other one?
33 for Charlene.
Okay, 33, Charlene. Okay, everybody in? I think you guys are all in. Oh man, we've got some good ones. Okay, are you guys ready? Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so I picked two numbers. I did not look at the numbers first. Here are the reasons I picked these two numbers, right? So that you know I'm not cheating. 17 is my birthday. 17, if you're on any of my things, 17 is my birthday and I love number 17. So, Ginger, you won! Yay! Okay, that's 17. And then the other one was 3. So who's closest to 3? Ashley!
Ah.
Yes. Hi, Ginger. So Ashley's number 3 because my boyfriend's birthday is November 3rd. And so that's next month. So there you go. So congratulations to Ginger. Congratulations to Ashley. You both will be getting some free mascaras in the mail. If you want to hear more about how to get your free mascara, ask your beauty consultant because she has a little challenge that she will share with you. And if you want to jump on the maSCARa club, let us know because truly that is so easy. And then you don't have to think about it for a whole year. Your beauty consultant has you covered. So if that's something you're interested in, let us know. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had a great time. Did you
Thank
learn
you.
something fun?
you.
Yes, thank you.
Great fun.
Thank
Thanks.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll
you.
talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Where's my